Hello. Now the third question, so this is the sixth video. Why do people discard the obvious truth? And as we know, we were talking about the Corona game. Here's the landscape video, then who plays the Corona game, and then a video on why the population actually loves Corona, and then the answer by answering three questions. So complexity meets a brain in fear. What happens? The second question, why do people blindly accept orders? And then the third question is, why do people neglect the obvious truth? And now the thing is, when you receive, for example, a piece of information, somebody tells you your car consumption, fuel consumption is not 8.3 liters per 100 kilometers, but it's 8.5. People have no problem. Yeah, fine, thank you, I remember that, so fine. Now the thing is, we are talking about a game, and that is this Corona game. And the Corona game is actually as a system in their brains. So each person has in his brain, the system or how this world behaves. So it's kind of the model of the world. And they would say, oh yeah, there are the nice guys, which is, for example, Angela Merkel, so the government is great, I trust them. Or for example, the media, I trust them, yeah, they are fine. And if I see a picture, then that's true. Yeah, so they believe that. And then they say, oh, the medical industry, oh, they are fine. They are the government. They're great. They're good, and they have a good relationship. And they do, yeah, love you. They do very good for us. So that is kind of what they believe. So some of these people might say, oh, I don't like this politician. He's an idiot. But I like the other politician. So politician 1 I don't like, but politician 2 I like. Yeah. So, but now what happens here is we have what the Corona crisis and playing the Corona game means to people is that they have to alter their whole game. So maybe they would have to say, okay, there's different media. There is, for example, if there is a professor talking, then they maybe 90% of people say, professor, fine, perfect. But and if the professor is actually working together with the government, oh, he's even, he's a big professor. He's good. The medical industry the same. Yeah, they're a little bit expensive. That's on the downside. They're a little bit expensive, but they want to help us. But the thing is, it's now so that is each person has a view of his world, and playing the Corona game, I call it CG, so playing CG, means to them, if either they keep their beliefs, government is good, the media is good, the medical industry is good, a professor is good, and so on. If they believe that, then obviously they will do everything these guys say. It fits. It all fits together. Great, done. That's it. So, but if they would understand that there is some mechanism behind it where they would say, wait, question this, and please question this, and please question most of the media, please question most of the pictures, just question that this picture may be false, maybe it's an old picture, maybe it's a fake picture, maybe it's 1,000 pictures are 1,000 pictures are fine, are great, are good, and there's only 1 or 2 pictures that are bad, and now the media shows just these two, just these 2 pictures and not those. So the population doesn't see those, but only sees these. So the population then say, oh, I saw the picture, and so the population has a huge problem because it has to throw over their whole belief system, the whole model of the world, and they will not be able to do that, because that means dying. That is a philosophical, a psychological thing. It would be dying. Yeah? If you throw away a model, that means this part of your brain dies and is being, for maybe 1 to 10 days, depending on, maybe even longer, until you construct a new model where you are reborn. Reborn. You're reborn with the new model. And then in that, and people don't want to die. They don't want to die, obviously. And their belief system is actually, so this is this rest in peace. So the old model dies and a new one is created. And now I can encourage you to kind of try to do this on a regular basis, daily, hourly, minutely, to do this. And then it doesn't hurt anymore. Then you are in constant change of the model. And if you are there, you have peace and love. It's fantastic. So I can recommend to do that. And then you can actually cope with kind of, if somebody kills you, this model which you had in your brain, it doesn't matter to you. You are not dying. You'll be reborn better. Yeah? Or sometimes I call it different, because who knows what is better? Better is always kind of, better according to what better. So you're reborn in a different way, as a different person with a new model. And do that the next day again, and the next day again. And then you will be really calm, peace, and loving. So that was a kind of a little chaotic, but that is, to me, the answer to the question, why do people discard obvious truths and keep their old model of the world? And most people keep that for 80 years. Thank you very much for listening, and see you in the next video.